Welcome to Pete and Hannah's Watchlist. I'm your host, Pete Mitchell. I'm here with my great co-host, Hannah.
Hello, people.
Hannah, we're here today for What's Next, the show where we help you figure out what to watch next.
That's right.
On today's show, F1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Brum brum car.
And Megan 2.0. But
Yep.
before we begin,
Yes.
let us tell the viewers and the listeners what they should do.
Could you, pretty please, desperately please, leave a like and subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe.
Leave a comment down below your feedback on the show, your thoughts, questions, comments, queries, all that jazz. Leave them in our comments.
Hit
We
the,
do check.
hit the notification button and you'll get great content like this one. So you're watching What's Next right now. Tomorrow is AFI Top 100 10-year visited
Yes.
Chinatown.
Wow.
Then on Wednesday, we're doing a movie... Wednesday?
Movie news.
Thursday? Movie news. Thursday, movie news. I should know this by now. And Friday, we are doing both of our top 5 movies so far this year. So that is Friday's drop this
Just
week.
before, like, the good movies come.
Oh, well. It's up to the end of June 30.
Yeah, it'll be a drastic change to see if any of the big movies do make it onto our list.
That is true.
It'll be cool.
Okay, Hen, let us get on to today's show. And the first movie we're going to do is Formula One.
Brum.
The elevator pitch. A former Formula One driver makes a comeback at the urging of his friend. He has to shape a team into a winning team before his friend loses the team altogether. Stars, Brad Pitt, Damon Idris, Javier Bardem, Kerry Condon. Heaps of cameos by Formula One drivers.
And other people in Formula One.
We hear the dulcet tones of Martin Brundle and Crofty.
Yes.
You also got Tobias Menzies, Sarah Niles, who was in Ted Lasso. So it's a good cast. It's a good cast. Okay, reasons to see this movie. This movie is directed by Joseph Kosinski. You might remember him as the director of Top Gun Maverick. He also did the Tron reboot. He also did Oblivion with Tom Cruise. Yeah, he did. He also did Only the Brave, that firefighter movie. So he's just an accomplished director. He's worked on the story for Twisters. So he knows what he's doing. He writes his script here.
Yeah, he knows how to make a blockbuster, so to speak.
Took the idea to Jerry Bruckheimer. Jerry Bruckheimer says this is a great idea. There's some rumors going around that they went to Tom Cruise first. They end up with Brad Pitt. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, the elephant in the room, Brad Pitt, 61. So that is one of the reasons people have said not to see this movie.
Another thing is that some people don't like Brad Pitt.
Some people don't like Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
That's true. But I will say this about this movie, right? And movies in general, they're not real. It's fake. So, of course, there's things, there's some things you have to dispel. When you watch a Mission Impossible movie, none of those things you can do.
Yeah.
None of the things why does he do this? Why does he? I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because it's a movie. Come on, guys.
A lot of people have issues on the internet. It's just like fans of F1, like they take kind of homage of different events that's happened in F1.
Yeah.
To influence the movie, and it's again homages. It's still fictional. Like the whole plot. Like, look, there were some F1 drivers that were older that did come back, but I think sometimes you just gotta suspend belief, because I can suspend belief that a dog can play basketball on a kids team, and then have children that grow up to be super dogs. Legitimately, the Air Bud universe.
And they're not trying to say that this movie's real. They're not trying to say that Brad Pitt is an F1 driver.
A lot of people there's no way he would ever overtake some of they're like winners.
Yeah. No, how would you overtake Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen? Because it's a movie, guys.
How does Michael Jordan and the Bugs Bunny, fight against aliens?
So how does it
It's a fictional story.
So how does it do as a movie, right?
Yeah.
You've got old dog, young dog. Damson
Yep.
Idris, he's fantastic in this movie.
Yep.
He plays the young upcoming driver. You've got Brad Pitt playing the old dog. Like, they're both believable as drivers, I think.
I also like their kind of relationship together because it's not so much. They don't like each other, very much so, and I think it always stays like they'll never be like on the same page, but they get around to each other in the end, and it works just so well for the film.
Well, we've seen this trait so many times, but like it never gets old for me. And like, I'm a huge F1 fan. I know a lot about the sport.
Yes.
But I just turned that side of my brain off, and I was just enthralled. Like, Joseph Kosinski does a great job here with the special effects. He does a great job with the in-car stuff, putting these cars against the actual cars in races, the actual races.
The side-by-side,
the
difference
so
to the drivers.
Good. Yeah.
The sound in this movie and, like, the music is so incredible. Like, I was like, wow, like, shooketh. It is, it's...
Another thing that hasn't worked for people is that Brad Pitt has a relationship with the technical director for the team, the Apex GP team.
Or the fact that there is a lot of females in the sport of F1 and they make out like she's like, yeah.
Well, there's no
technical
technical director, but there is a lot of people that in F1, and you would never have a person have a relationship with a driver. But you never have a 61-year-old Sonny Hayes back in the sport.
Yeah, and also things do happen, but they're behind closed doors. Like you never know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's again, it's a movie.
I'll tell you what really worked for me in this movie is one, the racing scene. So it was really did really well.
Good.
And the chemistry between Javier Bardem and Brad Pitt.
Javier Bardem makes this movie.
They were in a movie together called The Counselor. That was directed by Ridley Scott. We actually watched that for a Ridley Scott draft, and Cameron Diaz was in that movie as well.
Yes, she was. I do vaguely remember that movie. It's crazy.
It is a crazy movie. But their chemistry in this movie is really good. There's some... Javier Bardem is so funny. Yeah, he just brings the humour in every movie that he is these days.
Not just the humour. It's very similar. He almost feels similar to his character in Dune. In Dune 2, where he's just like kind of... Like, like he feels so much joy and he believes in the team.
He believes where everyone else doesn't.
And you need that in this movie because, again, it's a movie. So you need that guy that just believes in it.
Yeah.
And
so if you're looking for something just a popcorn movie that is highly enjoyable, it's definitely a good sports movie. It's definitely, edgy as heat stuff. You don't know what's going to happen. And then you go, oh, yeah.
Good build-up.
Great build-up, And, like, it does hit on some tropes that you've seen so many times in sports movies, but I'm a sucker for a good sports movie, and this movie is really good.
Might go a little too long, too.
Yeah, it does go for a little bit too long, but the directing here from Joseph Kosinski is
incredible.
First notch. I just can't wait to see what he's going to do next.
He knows how to make a blockbuster.
Yeah. He's 100%.
When you see
Top Gun
Maverick was a clear indication of that, and this just is another one. It really is just like that really good, like, even if someone's not an F1, I'm not an F1 person.
No, you're not.
So I got the whole time I was getting, that person.
Yeah, I was annoying in this movie. Yeah, I was.
It was great. Which I don't mind because I do that.
Yeah, I'm definitely like an F1 fanboy. I love F1.
Yes,
I've loved it since I was a kid.
Someone stays awake until 4 o'clock in the morning to watch it.
I just love it, and like I know there's been a lot of backlash from the fans that Netflix Drive to Survive was brought in, but I think it's just great, and hopefully this movie brings in heaps more fans. And for all those fans that have given this movie crap, for
just not being believable.
Yeah,
in their
I bet you when people watch Waterboy as a gridiron fan, an American football fan, no way that all the things that the Waterboy does is right in a movie. In a baseball when Kevin Costner's pitching and he pitches a perfect game. There's you have to suspend belief a little bit.
Kevin Costner builds a baseball.
Kevin Costner, when he made that move for the love of the game, he was in his late 40s. He's like, there's no way that he's going to be a pitcher in the coming to the end of his career.
There is some.
Sometimes you just got to dispel belief. Yeah. Like the Avengers are not going to do all the things that they do. too as well. But we let that go. So let it go and just enjoy a good popcorn movie where, someone's driving a car fast and they're trying to win a race. Like I think people need just to chill. This is a good movie. I can highly recommend this one. It's a definitely watch. And for me, I think this is a golf clap.
Yeah, I think it's a golf clap too. It just doesn't have like that originality. Oh, not originality, but it's the same as most racing movies tend to have that old man, young buck teaching them like cars.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing and stuff. Like you have.
Oh, this is a lot like Cars.
Yeah.
It's a lot like Cars.
Yeah. If Doc Hudson raced that race, that's such a same movie.
For me, I'm just not a huge Brad Pitt guy.
Me neither.
He's the second banana, and so I've never really thought of him as the first guy. So the movies that I like him in, there's always someone better in the movie. So Seven, Morgan Freeman carries that movie. The Ocean movies, for me, they're George Clooney movies.
Yeah.
The Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I rewatched that the other day in preparation. That's a Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
Another one. Got you. Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
We love Tom Cruise more in that movie.
I just think he's a really good second banana. So when he's the lead, it just, for me, the best bit of this movie is Harvey Bardem.
Yeah, that's for me too. I love Harvey Bardem in this movie.
Okay, so Formula One is in cinemas all around the world now. Go see it at the biggest screen possible and
IMAX,
great sound.
A lot of people are just frothing up the mouth, and I love it. Love it. We should be having that.
Hannah, the next movie we're going to talk about is Megan 2.0.
Yes, tell me.
Hannah, it's been a couple of years since the big hit from Megan, right? The elevator pitch. Megan 2.0 is all about an AI American military weapon. Mm-hmm. They've used off the back of Megan to create this weapon, and it goes rogue. And then Alison Williams' character, Gemma, and her niece, played by Violet McGrath, Caddy, need to get Megan back to take on this new AI.
Yeah.
Reasons to see this. Now, this movie is so much fun. This is a comedy. I thought number one was a comedy. I think this movie is a comedy. It gets straight into it. Now, some of the things that don't work for me are the whole AI is evil sort of trope.
The propaganda
that doesn't work for me. But I'll tell you what works for me. Megan versus the other AI robot, and the relationship between Megan and Gemma and the interaction that they have and they're chatting, it's just brilliant. It is so funny. Megan sings a song to Gemma, and I was crying with laughter. It is so funny. And then suddenly like Gemma like switches, like it is just outlandish humor. It is outlandish behavior from Megan in this movie. I really enjoyed it. For you?
Yeah. So this, like, compared to the original is a little bit more grounded. They definitely go for the silly in this one.
I'm there for it.
And when I made a comment that it's like almost if TikTok made Terminator 2, it is essentially Terminator 2.
Well, there's a lot of Terminator 2 vibes.
There's also movie. Like notable. There's like different moments where Megan takes control and she's like almost Kit from Knight Rider, or like different AIs.
So good.
Even I don't know if this is for sure, but the house that they are living in this movie almost identical to the one in a previous Blumhouse movie. AI, and even the robot thing.
Afraid, I think it's called.
Yeah. So
it's made in New Zealand again. It's same cast. Like
the same cast. Yeah,
they added Jermaine Clement definitely from a New Zealand situation. They also grabbed Aristotle Hatari, who plays Christian.
Yeah, the bad guys.
Ivana Soka, she plays Amelia. She's the other AI against Megan.
The bad guys, the lover, like the boyfriend, and the...
Oh, it's so predictable.
Yeah, but and the FBI are all kind of like, they're not great. They're not
Yeah.
like,
No,
they're not carny enough to be original, or they're not great.
What makes this movie
Is Megan.
and Gemma's relationship, like the hate they have between these two.
It's so much. This movie feels like just moments that are just going to be more like memeable moments.
It's 100% memeable movie.
It's not so much a.
Oh, this movie is so silly, and it is
So
not.
stupid.
It is not for
Also,
anyone.
Most of this movie is just exposition.
Oh, 100%.
It is just like full-on characters having a full-on just talking to someone about how this connects to this.
I don't know why, but I just really like this movie.
No, because it was just a comedy.
Yeah.
That for some reason had references to people and movies that make no sense.
Makes no sense at all.
And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely like, oh, we had to make Megan 2, so let's just make the most wildest movie we can.
So reason not to, this movie is not one of the highest brow comedies or highest brow horror movies. It is definitely some silly.
Yeah,
it's a silly script.
The horror is gone from this movie, by the way.
No, it's just even the killing. They've cut out a lot of the killing in this movie as well. You know?
Yeah, the unaliving moments just seem to fall flat. Like you don't see them; they happen off screen a lot of the time.
Yeah, true.
And there's not much blood or anything, so it's like, I don't know. It just seems weird.
Okay, so do you recommend people watch this movie? If you're a fan of number one, you'll like this movie. I really do think if you're a fan of number one, you'll like this movie.
I think if you just want to laugh at something so completely ridiculously stupid for about 2 hours, sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I think
but if you want a movie with actual substance, I wouldn't go to
definitely.
this one.
No.
This movie has no substance to it. It is just a pure, wow, Megan, let's just make that a full-on comedy. Let's see how far we can go with AI.
Definitely.
It's so different to, because Mission Impossible also dealt with AI, but it's more serious.
Yeah. Well,
Even though
I don't take it seriously.
It's absolutely ridiculous. It's taken seriously.
They're good sister movies.
And this movie takes AI and is like, no, it's bad. No, it's good. No, it's bad. No, it's bad. Good.
Yeah.
No, it's bad. Because the whole movie is a push and pull effect because you're like, the evil AI is bad. But Megan, she's learning to feel emotions. She's good. Wait, no, maybe she's bad. It's the whole movie.
I laughed at all those bits. There's like a bit where this AI convention and Gemma and Caddy are supposed to stay in the truck, and it's just so funny. Like so stupid, so funny. I would recommend people. It's not for everyone, so I can't recommend it as a watch.
It's not a horror, it's a comedy.
I would rate this one, definitely, I played on my phone. It is a solid 2-star movie, and I definitely will watch this movie again. It is just, It
is something you would...
It's very funny. It cracks me up.
If it's on TV, it's like, oh yeah, it's worth just put it on.
Yeah,
for
100%.
Fun, for giggles.
That is it for today's show. Formula 1 rated as a golf clap, and Megan 2.0 rated as I played on my phone. Don't forget, tomorrow it is Chinatown. Then we have movie news, and then we're going to rank our top 5 movies at the end of the week so far this year. That is my lovely co-host, Hannah. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Hit the notification button, and you can leave us an email at peteandhannahswatchlist@gmail.com. Long live cinema, and until we meet again, it's bye for now.
Bye.